Well, thanks for coming into my shop today. I just got done turning off the air conditioning on December, what is this, 12th now? Yeah, December 12th, and I had to have the AC on here just for a little bit in my shop just because it was getting too warm. The last 3, 4 days here in Central Texas have been somewhere around 75, 80 degrees and nice and sunny. So great for my trees that I just planted, but horrible for somebody who likes to enjoy a nice cool December, which would be me. Well, today I have a little bit different cigar for you today. It's something a little larger than what I normally smoke. This is the Cubano Limitado. This is done up by Fonseca, as you can see right there. Now, Fonseca is actually a child company of Quesada. Everything I've ever had by Quesada, everything my customers have ever had, have told me that it has just been great. We carry five different Quesadas here in the store. Quesada is also actually the company that does our Big Brother cigar with our own private label. So I've got high hopes for this one. This is actually a 65 ring gauge. This is their 6 by 65. So this is going to be a pretty long smoke. This is not the largest cigar I've ever smoked, but I will say that I usually stick with things around 6 by 52. For me, my personal opinion, that's the perfect size for a cigar. It's not too small, not too large. It's got a nice burn time without being too long or too short. So it's kind of that nice middle range overall. Just looking here at the wrapper, I do see one pretty thick vein that's coming up right here. See how well I can see that nice big curved thick vein right there. It's even the cigar band is even giving way under that big old thick vein. There's another one also not too far away from it. This is a Dominican Republic cigar. The wrapper is Honduran from Cuban seed tobacco. The fillers are Dominican Republic long filler and Nicaraguan Ligero. So just knowing that, I've already got some certain flavors that I expect to get out of this cigar. If you know anything about my other cigar reviews, a lot of times I purposely go into my cigar review blind, as it were, just so I can get a purist, if you will, taste of the cigar. But this one I decided to read up on, mostly because it was so large, and I've carried them for a while now. So. This wrapper has a lot of barnyardiness to it. Not as heavy barnyard as some other cigars I've smoked, but it definitely comes out right away. I would say there's also almost some dark chocolatiness, just real faint there. That one might be reaching a little bit. I would say there's also some like a leady pencil lead smell to it as well. Yeah. So real just kind of earthy, stony, not chemically, but just kind of earthy, stony tones overall as well. I'm actually going to cut a nice good sized hole in this one. Um, just because I don't think my standard cutter that I have here with me right now is going to cut this thing. Plus, I also prefer to punch, as you already know. So I'll be back in one sec with a cold draw. The wrapper has a real chemically feel to it, a real chemically taste to it in your mouth. Yeah, it's all over the lips. Can't really put my finger on it. Almost like a green, like a green, like tannic earthiness to it. On this one, I did get a good size cut on it, and I will say that the draw on this thing is absolutely perfect. So. Yeah, that kind of earthy chemically ness just kind of overpowers everything. It definitely gets all over the lips. There is a little bit of pepper in there too as well. So Kind of expecting the pepper because of that Nicaraguan ligero. So I'm gonna light this up. Now I know lots of guys love giant cigars, the 60 by 6, the 70 by 7, the 80s by H, which I don't even know how you would even smoke that freaking thing in less than a day, but whatever, that's everybody's personal opinion. But the point I was going for is that I feel like on these real large cigars, it's a pain to try to get them lit all around evenly at once to get that good first light. I mean, obviously it's not impossible, and I just did that here, but it's almost like I want to make sure I get such a good light that you almost risk over burning it sometimes. So just a little side note for you there. I would say there's a woody pepperiness happening right now. Like I said, that chemicaliness is all on your lips. There's definitely lots of real light wood in there. Light being the light wood flavor, but still very prevalent in there. Not light on the wood. Yeah, there's a little bit of a toastiness there in the background too. Good flavors overall. The pepperiness is already starting to get me on my tongue right there. This is reminding me of a Camacho I had just done a review on as well. I don't feel like it's going to be as peppery, but we'll see where it goes. So you know the drill. I'll be right back in 1 sec with this first third. So I am through the first third of this Fonseca. I'm actually almost halfway, totally through the first third. That pepper that really started off this cigar has disappeared. I thought that with those Nicaraguan ligero tobaccos that it was going to stay peppery, but it did not. It's turned to very creamy wood and very rich tobacco. It actually reminds me a whole lot of our private label. Yes, that was a shameless plug, but yes, it's also true. Just lots and lots of real creamy, rich tobacco and wood. I would say it's a very easy smoke. It's definitely approachable for somebody who's smoked a few cigars already and they just want something really big. This is one that would definitely go a long way. As far as the burn goes, it hasn't been burning very straight. Like I said, I thought I got a good light on it. Thought I got a good light on it. Unfortunately, I don't think I did because it kept burning one side and didn't really catch on the other side. It did go out on me because I had to help some customers, but this is definitely a cigar that you had to consistently puff on. And this is actually a trait that I found with most cigars over 60 is that they don't stay burning very well unless you constantly pay attention to them. I don't know. I'm not sure if you have seen my review of the Sinclair Doppelgordo. That was a 70 by 6.5, I believe, box press, but it was very babyish. It needed a whole lot of attention. You had to baby the cigar to even get it going. You had to consistently puff. This one is much better than that. It burns a lot easier. I don't have to constantly puff on it to keep it going. Overall, the draw is very excellent. The ash burns into a very nice white. It hung on for about 1.5 inches or so, and then I went ahead and tapped it just so it wouldn't fall in my lap. So the ash is hanging on very well. Something that I would also expect of a high quality long filler cigar. So I'm going to get here into the second third and be right back. I am through the second third of this here Cubano Limitado by Fonseca. It just the O's kept coming off my tongue. All through the second third, it's just been real deep, rich tobacco. I'm feeling like there's a little bit of pepperiness going on here. I will say, unfortunately though, I've had to keep touching this one up. It just doesn't seem like it wants to stay lit. Admittedly, I haven't been puffing on it as consistently as I usually would, as I've got some other things going on as well. there's a real light kind of tobacco sweetness coming off of it as well, which is definitely adding to that flavor profile. You can see the burn here has not been perfectly straight. Like I said, I've been having to put more fire to this. And I know I've said this already, but I feel like this is kind of a not a bane, but kind of a bane of large cigars, of them just not burning steady and always needing attention. So definitely medium bodied. I would say almost medium to full on this one. I believe those Ligero tobaccos in there are adding to that, kind of giving it that little underlying oomph there. So it's not just a plain old medium. It's and adding to definitely adding some more complexity in there too. I haven't had any trouble with these veins at all. Like I said, there in the beginning, I did have one pretty good sized vein, but hasn't given me any trouble. The smoke production has been excellent, and the draw is still excellent as well. So gonna get here in the last there and see if we get any changes. So I'm getting here near the end of this Cubano Limitado. Through this first third, it's really just kind of mellowed out. There hasn't been a whole lot of changes happening. It's just that real rich tobacco. The smoke production has been excellent. The burn on this is still just kind of wonky, going back and forth. I would recommend this to somebody who wants just a big old cigar to just sit and smoke for just a long time. I mean, this has definitely been at least a 2-hour cigar. So this is something that if you just want to sit on the back porch, got a couple buddies coming over, this one would be absolutely perfect for you. So if you're not there already, brothersfinetobacco.com. Thanks for watching all these videos. Don't forget, we've always got new events coming up. We're doing the launch of the Little Brother here coming up next week. And as always, thank you for watching.